Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, and this here is Tillamook Mint Chocolate Chip Ice Cream Scented and Flavored Lip Balm. We're going to put this on. My brows are done with the Fenty eyebrow pencil. We're just going to jump in, no intro. Today is August 24th, and I'm only saying that to let you know when you see this I'll be better. Today is a migraine day. I just took my second dose of the med, and so I wanted to just get this done. Just because of time stuff and my internet uploads slow to YouTube, so it's like I kind of had to get it done either today or tomorrow, and I didn't want to wait too long, and I feel somewhat okay to do the video even though I should be resting. So we're here anyway for this 2-month no buy check-in. We are to use products that we have not used in a while. My collection is fairly small, so this was kind of challenging to like look at what have I not really used, but I found something. I found 2 palettes that I used them both only once, one look on each eye, over a year ago. I'm amazed too, because I bust out looks with palettes like crazy, and there's 2 I've only used once a year ago. So what we're gonna do for, I am sweating, skincare on, I just turned my thermostat down. For foundation, you've seen it before, it's nothing new, but I did put it on. Well, let me do primer first. If I'm off migraine and the meds, the Mountain Dew counteracts the loopiness so that my brain is confused, and I also ate a bag of Skittles for energy, so my brain is just like, what's happening? I did eat some protein though. So anyway, I haven't used this in a long time, and I really like it. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and the reason I haven't been using it is because when I use the Fenty foundation, I use the Fenty primer. When I use the Pat McGrath foundation, I use the Pat McGrath primer. So this has been sitting here, and I do feel kind of wasteful because I never finish one anyway, because it's 1.52 fluid ounces, and normally for the Fenty it takes me like 8 months to get through the primer and the foundation together, and so this just sits, and the PAO is 12 months after you open it, and so I kind of feel, I don't know, I feel wasteful because I do really like it. This is the Estee Lauder foundation 4 in 2. Last time I used this, not the last time, I'm going to tell you what happened as I'm applying it. The last time I used this for a video, it was a little too light. I tan very easily. If I'm out in the sun 15 minutes, I'm a whole different shade. And so I had said in the video that I used this in, that I was going to put this on the shelf until my complexion got back to where this worked. And I was able to work it with, you know, powders, bronzers, and all of that stuff. I am so rude. This collab is with Denise. Her channel name now is Beauty Over Age and Lock Maiden. So the 3 of us are doing this collab. I will tag them both below. If you click on that, it'll take you to their channels. And so please do check out their videos. Our no buy was from August 1st, and it's to the last day of September. So we're almost at the end, and we will be doing, I think, at least one more check-in, and then like a final, you know, this is how things worked out. So this is the primer and the foundation. I used this, I tried to do this look a couple days ago, and the foundation was looking good. I tried a new eyeshadow primer, and my eyelids were like, bitch, no. I do curse my channel sometimes. I say that in the intro, and I didn't do the intro for this video. So if you didn't know that, or if you're new here, I do apologize for not letting you know that. And so it was, and sometimes I can still finish a look with my eyelids burning and all of that stuff, but it was just so horrendous, and it was so painful and uncomfortable that I ended up scrapping the look. And if y'all been here, y'all know I don't scrap looks. And so for me to scrap a look, like, it really has to be super serious. And so the look wasn't coming out right because I wasn't feeling well, because my eyelids were burning, and it just got to be too much. And I'm like, you know what? I need to just listen to my body and just ditch this, wash my face, wash the makeup off my eyes, and just lay down and rest. And so that's what I did. And it was a good thing in a way, because that's when I realized I had the 2 palettes I had not used in over a year. I was going to use the Berlin 89 palette to recreate a look that I had done before, and I'm still going to do it, but I'm thinking these other 2 palettes, I've only used them both one time, And the Berlin 89 palette I use quite a few times, even for like 2 different collabs. And so I'm like, I'm going to use the palette I'm going to use today. I only used it one time before, one look on each eye after I first got it, and I sat it down. I didn't know what to do with it, but like since then I feel like I've been experimenting more with color placement, and not really caring too much how things look and trying to make it work, and also embracing the different aesthetics that I like at different times, as far as the messy grunge, you know, the punk, you know, a little vampy here and there. And so, see, now look at this. This is okay. Under eyes are looking a little light, but we're going to put on concealer. And when I use the Estee Lauder foundation, I do use the Estee Lauder foundation. The Estee Lauder primer. The foundation is 4 in 2. The concealer corresponds. The concealer is 4 in. And so it's not anything new for me to use this combination. And I do like it. And so I'm looking at it now, I'm like, okay, it matches again. And I think it might have been like a month and a half ago where it didn't. We're going to leave this here or not, because I am going to finish the entire face before we start the eyes, just so when the eyes are done, we will be done. Only because, and we are going to do it the entire face, because we're using products that I haven't used in a while. You've seen me use them recently because, as I said, my collection is small. You've seen everything I had. So it is really challenging. I know both Locke and Denise have larger collections than I do, and so they have more options of what they may not have used in a while. So I'm excited to see, you know, what they use for their looks. And so this is going to be that. And now we're going to take the concealer, the sponge tip. Shoot, damn. I might have to use a Q-tip. My lipstick applicators are in the kitchen because I was going to do swatches with something else, like on my own time. The sponge tip one here fell off, and so I just cut off the whole entire thing, and I used a lipstick applicator to get, excuse me, the concealer out. What can I stick in here? Will a Q-tip even fit in here? I don't think a Q-tip's going to fit in here, so I'm going to just take a liner brush that I don't care about, and we're going to just try to get some foundation out of here. Not foundation. We're going to try and get some primer out of here, and it's not working. And I don't want to get up to have to go get, do I have any nearby? I don't have any lipstick applicators nearby, and the kitchen's not even far. I just don't feel like moving, because with the migraine, when I move, the pressure in my head is just like, it's too much. And so I need to just like not twist and turn, or even walking, I have to walk really slow. But I can just sit like I'm doing now. I'm gonna just leave this like this, because this is and I'm gonna throw this away because it has concealer everywhere, and I could wash it. This is a Zoeva one that I keep saying I'm going to toss anyway, because it's more than I want to do right now, to find somewhere to put it where it doesn't get whatever I lay it on messy, and then to wash it later. So yeah, I just kind of don't really care about that brush right now. I didn't care that much about it before, so that did not bother me to throw that away. And I do have another one, because when I purchased them, I purchased 2. So that is that. So what we're going to do, we're going to take those 2 items, those 3 items we haven't used in a while. We're going to take the Fashion Fair Truly Tawny Powder, which is something you see me use often. But I need to dry my face down so that I can go in with the bronzer, blush, and all of that. This is not the brush I was going to take with this. Was it? I don't know. We're going to set the face with this. If it conceals this redness around my nose, which isn't that red today, that will be fine. And if this doesn't, that's fine too. I apologize, Locke and Denise, for my mood. When I commit, I commit. If I couldn't move at all, then I would not be here. when I commit to something, if it's possible for me to do it and I feel like I'm going to die, I will do it. And so I'm here doing it. So hopefully the look turns out nice. I did just look at the palette before starting the video, figured out what I'm going to do, and hopefully it turns out nice. I probably should have on my lab coat because I really don't know, but the lab coat makes me hot, and even though I did turn my thermostat down, I just don't feel like extra stuff right now. Being concerned with extra stuff, because everything I do as far as movement, besides just sitting still, it just creates more pressure in my head. And so yeah, after this I'm gonna just lay back down. So that is that. So we're going to bronzer. That mattified under my eyes, like that's horrible. Maybe after we get shadow over there, it will look a little better. A bronzer I have not used in a while, like seriously, is the Pat McGrath bronzer in Desert Glow, and it is the only one that has like a shimmer to it. We haven't used this, y'all, in a long time because I've been using Bronze Divinity, which to me I think is absolutely perfect. We're not tapping off. We're gonna put this here. And so this was kind of perfect because I know I need to use it, and usually I do use what I have, but for the Pat looks I have been using Bronze Divinity, and I've gotten into the habit of also using the Esom Face Structure palette just for the actual structure aspect of it, and then using other bronzers and blushes and highlighters to add color back into my face, just for more dimension, and I really like that too. And I was going to use that today, but I used it in the last few videos, or at least a few videos lately. And so since we were supposed to use things we haven't used in a while, I said I haven't used this in a while, so I'll use this, and it does feel good to be using it again. I do like this bronzer. I do. So that's going to go there. Also corresponding with, damn it, I just dropped it. Shit. Excuse me. Okay. Corresponding with the Desert Glow, we have not been using the blush in Desert Orchid. So we're going to put this on. I have not used this in a while, and I don't know why. Like seriously, I don't know why. We're going to take just this brush. That movement, like turning and bending down, the pressure over here is just, and I did move slow. No, I didn't move slow because I didn't want to take like 5 minutes to bend down and pick it up. But we're here, and this is a nice combination. I can't believe I haven't done this in a long time. Turn your head slowly, troll. This is nice. I like this. I really like this. Thank you, ladies, for this checkup, for this collab, because this is really nice. We haven't used this since I purchased it with Mission XXX palette from Martine Cosmetics. This is the highlighter that came with it. The highlighter palette that came with it, and I have only used it I think once since those videos. All of these are dual chromes, and I think it's fitting because the eyeshadow palette we're using has a lot of kind of funky colors, like in a good way. All three of these are dual chromes. So look at the green particularly, and this purple. You see that? You see that? The one in the middle, I forget what color it is, and I was surprised it was a dual chrome, and then I thought, why am I surprised? Because the other two are dual chromes. So look at the green, and now look at the purple. So it's like, why was I surprised since the other two were? So we're going to use it today because I forget what color it is. Only for that reason. So what color is this highlighter? Oh, it's pink. That's this white in the middle. Okay. Oh, is this going to go? You know what? This will go with the eye look because of what I'm planning to put on my lower lash line. So that is pink. It looks ashy right here, but you know what we can do? We can go back with the bronzer and put that there. So let's put that brush down, put this away. I'll have to remember that's pink because I'm always like, what color is it? The brush we used for bronzer was this brush. And so we are going to, yeah, that made that look dusty right there. It's cute though, but yeah, it looks a little ashen. Right here it's not, but then when I turn, I see like that hue. And over here, even looking like this, like that's a bit much. And I think I went too heavy with it there, so we're gonna just tap straight in, and we're just gonna, that is not working. Yo, that highlighter is strong. Over here doesn't need it, but we're just keeping it even since we added more over here. Oh, that highlighter is strong. Highlighter is like, we are here to, okay, that's better. That highlighter is here to stay. Oh my gosh. We're going to take the brush. I had the blush. And we're, see right here, I see little ash / dust. This side doesn't. Why did I do this side first and not tap off? This is the blush. So we're going to just tap along the edge where the highlighter is, because I'm not liking how I went overboard. I forgot how pigmented Lethal Cosmetics highlighter palette is, and because I'm taking a light shade up high, it's making my under eye discoloration look more dark. This is my darkest patch right here. Like this side, okay, but this patch right here, I am aware of it. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't go for full coverage looks because it doesn't look like me, and I don't mind some of my discoloration still shining through. I just need to be mindful of how far up am I putting blush and highlight, because the lighter this is, the darker this is going to look. The more sunken in and shallow this is going to look. And if you were to rewind like 10 seconds, you would see it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So we are going to, what we can do also, which I didn't plan to do, we're going to go back into the Fashion Fair powder, and we're going to tap that here too. So maybe, just maybe, just maybe, I don't know. I need to just move on and get the eyes done because this is already taking too long. Something we have used, we're going to take, which one is this? Dim Light. Actually, we're going to take Radiant Light, because this does sometimes help my under eye area when I set my under eye with it, because it does have a sheen to it, and so the sheen sometimes camouflages my under eye discoloration a little bit, because the light bounces off of the shimmer that's in it, even though it's a subtle shimmer. So I don't know if you're seeing a difference. I'm seeing a difference. Could be wishful thinking. And now we're going to take a fluffy brush and we're going to swirl this in here. This is a finishing powder, so we're going to use this to finish the face, even though we still need to finish the eyes. So this is just the face part of the video, and this is going to be it for this powder. Put that brush away. Okay, now we're going to spray the face. I don't use this often. No. Yeah, I picked up the wrong thing, but this is what I meant to pick up. This is the Milk Hydro Grip. What does it say? Grip, Set, and Refresh Spray. I really like this too. I haven't used it a lot. I've been using a Fenty one because I've been using a Fenty foundation. That was the first time I used this because it didn't want to come out. So, whew. When I use the Fenty primer foundation, if I use a spray, I use the Fenty spray. And honestly, even with the Pat McGrath, only because I like how fine that mist is. It's so fine. Sometimes I question, like, did I even spray my face? Like, seriously. So now this is the base. Back here, I think it looks good. Up close, so-so. It's a little dusty looking under here, and I don't know why it's looking dusty under there. Yeah, let's get to the eyes. I only have one eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to stick with this primer. The one I tried, my lid, didn't I go like this when I sprayed my face? My lips feel wet. Yeah, and I hate trying new things. Well, not hate. I'm always hesitant to try new things because if I do have a bad reaction, and that primer I used, like, both of my lids were burning, and the longer I kept trying to finish the look, the longer it burned, because that was the longer it was on my lids, and I just couldn't do it. And a friend of mine likes that primer, and so I sent it to her because she likes that primer. And I was hopeful for it. It came in a subscription box, And I intentionally kept it here because I'm like, I'm going to try it. I'm curious about it. And no, it was horrible. And so I'm going to stick with the Fenty primer. I'm trying to remember if I liked the Hourglass eye primer back in the day. I remember liking their face primer. I remember liking their setting spray. I still do like their translucent setting powder. I'm curious to try one of the ones that has a color to it. Yeah, but for the most part, I just stick with what I know because it's just easier than being concerned with, am I going to have a reaction? Because it's not nice when I have a reaction. It's not. So this is the palette, Theresa is Lethal. And I was so excited to get it. I used this palette on, and I did write it down, October 8th, 2022. Today is August 24, 2023. So it's been almost a year since I used this. And as I said, I did one look on one eye and one look on the other, and that was it. And the eye I didn't really like was the one that Lethal Cosmetics actually watched the video. And they had said the one I didn't like was the one they liked the most. And I was like, and the more I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It was just so different for me that it was kind of like, I don't know. But we're going to play around, I think, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these 9 shades. We're going to go for it. We are just going to freaking go for it. I think this is grunge meets punk rock because of the colors in here. And I feel comfortable with what I'm going to do because of how I've been experimenting with color and shadow placement and all of that stuff recently. And so I am excited about it. Another thing I'm excited about is, excuse me, this is, someone said this is similar to, this is TV Dinner. Someone said this is similar to one of the Pure Metals collection shadows from Lethal Cosmetics. And I'm excited about that, and you'll see why when that video goes live. So first we're going to take Plutonian, yes, Plutonian, because I think the metal is plutonium or whatever that is, but this does say Plutonian. I need to move these brushes so I can put my elbow here because I need help today. And so this is going to go, if this looks, oh gosh, if this look comes out nice, I'm going to be so freaking excited. Because I'm looking at it like, but I do like different. I do like funky. Funky being a good thing, not funky meaning like, that's horrible. You know what I mean? So I'm excited just to see. And I do like different. Did I just say that? I probably did. So we're going to leave this for now, and I say as I keep tapping it, and I'm tapping it to just blend right here, and this is working. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let me stop and calm down. So we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm liking having this mirror over here. I need to pay attention when I edit. Like, does it make a difference? Like, is it easier for you to see what I'm doing? Am I in frame? Does it look more so that I'm looking at you versus the mirror? The mirror here used to be in the middle. So there's a mirror right here, and then the old mirror is like right here. And it is interesting having different views because this one is closer to me and it's maybe like an inch taller. And this one is a little further, maybe like 2 inches back, maybe an inch back. But it's, you know, an inch or so shorter. So it's interesting having the two different perspectives. When I look here, I can see this eye clearly. When I look here, I see this eye clearly. So that's interesting. And I thought about how some people have monitors. And so they're like looking in the monitor at the different angles. And I think this is probably similar to their experience. Because you don't have to turn your head, but you're seeing different perspectives from this eye to that eye, even though they look different because the size of the mirror is different and the distance from me is a little different. But I am really digging it though, even though I still will turn to make sure the shapes are the same, which they seldom are, but I think it just kind of plays with the eye and we think it looks the same. My face is not symmetrical. None of my facial features are symmetrical. So if things look the same, it might be a trick of the eye. But I am digging this. I like this shade, and I do need to use this palette more often now. I don't know, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to take Specimen 3, and we're going to put that the third quarter of the lid. These shades pick up. Okay, this will work. This will work. This is nice. Okay. Yes, I do know I need to blend, and we are going to do that, but let's just get it on first. I really didn't know. You know what I'm realizing? I have forgot that lethal shadows show up on me the way they look in the pan. And some brands, Nomad is notorious for it. Their shadows do not always show up on me the way they look in the pan. And so when I put something on and it looks like in the pan, I'm like, oh, okay, that is what it looks like. So that's why I was kind of like how's it going to look? But these are what it looks like. Like, look at my eye. This is that purple, and this is whatever that is, Specimen number 3. So we're going to just lightly blend up top. And do I want to take this further over? I did not write this down, so I'm going off of memory of what I said I was going to do. I'm going to take a little bit more Specimen 3, make sure we get here in the crease, which hides under the puff. So I'm just making sure I get in there, even though you won't see it. I'm liking this. I don't know if I'm going to have a transition shade, even though it'll end up being brow bone. We're going to go back to the first brush that had Plutonian on it, and we're going to sweep in between. And I'm using this brush because I don't want that, whatever the shade is, it looks greener in person. I don't want it to take over. I want this to stay kind of dark over here because the rest of the lid is not going to be dark. It's going to be fairly light. And so that's why I'm wanting this to stay dark. Is that blended? I can't really tell, but we can, yeah, it is. I'm seeing a gap right here. I'm going to take a little bit of Plutonian and put that right in here. And we're going to go back to the brush with Specimen 3, and we're going to press that here. So we're just pressing those colors where they were. And then we're going to go back to this brush with Plutonian, and we're going to blend where those two meet. And hopefully this will, yeah. Okay, girl. Okay, troll. We're going to now take Space Trash. I think we're going to put 2 of the shimmers on the lid because we didn't take, oh, you know what? Yeah, because this I was going to take further over. Do I want to go further over? Yes, I do. So back to Specimen 3, and we're just going to tap some more just to get it more sort of center lid. Kind of, so you see the difference, how this is a wider area than this side. Yeah, because we only have one more shade for the lid unless I put something on the inner lid, like the tear duct area. And so we're going to blend this up here. These blend out. I like lethal shadows. I really do. This side looks a little higher up, and we are sweeping this over. We do have transition shades, and so let me stop. Which I don't really feel like I need one, or it doesn't look like to me that I need one because of how they're blending. Like they're blending like into, they're blending out fine. It's gonna get real funky when I do the other part of what I'm thinking of doing. So Space Trash, this shade here. And we're going to put this here. Oh my. I'm trying to remember. Oh, look at this shift, y'all. Look at, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh my. Oh my. Making sure I get in here. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? And And then it looks weird me trying to see from your view. So this is like a blue, purple, pink. I am so glad I'm using this palette again, and I do need to use it more. So thanks again, Denise and Locke, for this check-in. And I'm not sure whose idea this was for this one, because we each had an idea for our check-in, like what to do in our video. Thank you for being here, because I realize this is longer because I'm in slow motion, because my brain is confused on whether to go to sleep or stay awake or to even function at all. And I like how those blended together. Do I have fallout? I see 1, 2 flecks on my face, and that's from this shade, from sweeping back and forth. So that's what's making it flake off, I think. I like this. Oh, I love it when stuff works out. And you know what? We are going to take this a little further in, because we are going to put a shade for the inner corner of the lid, which I wasn't sure about doing, but now I am sure about doing it. I'm just like, yo, like I was really not sure like what this was going to look like. So y'all, play in y'all makeup, just try new things. If you don't like it, just wash it off, but just try. We're going to I feel like there's something on my face, which is probably fallout. It was kind of itchy right there. This was a brush that had the Fashion Fair the pressed powder on it. We're going to take TV dinner. I do remember this being hella bright. I don't know what that noise was. We're tapping this off, and we're going to just press. Lord of mercy. That's all we're going to do with that one. This one does create fallout. I don't have any, but I remember doing that. This one is more chunky than this one, because I only had like 2 or 3 flecks that I saw on my face, and you saw how I applied it. And this one is also a shimmer, metallic, whatever you want to call it, but this is the chunkiest one, and you can see around here where that shadow went. So we're going to just press. We're going to place and press. And this is a small, dense shader brush. I don't want to do this because then it's going to disturb the flakes, but we got to blend it. So what I'm going to do, man, oh man. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the brush that had Space Trash. We're not adding any more shadow. We are going to just press over it just to catch whatever loose flecks are there, and also to blend at the same time, to blend it into Space Trash. I like this. Oh my word. And I see a few more flecks, but like nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. So I'm excited. So for lower lash line, where did I don't know what that was. I had it out. Where did I put this? Right here in front of me, y'all. We haven't used this in a long time. I don't think I've used this at all. This is Sephora collection 24 hour. Oh, I'm going through issues. 12 hour retractable eyeliner. This one here is waterproof, it says, and the shade is 14 shimmer khaki green. We're going to put this. Oh, I did use it. It looked like I used it, or is this just really old? Like, this is looking weird. I think I did use it, because if I didn't, it would still have the plastic wrapping on it, and I do have 2 more Sephora ones that do have plastic wrapping on it, so I think I did use this. When? I don't know. So this will be something else that we're using that I haven't used in a long time. The Sephora collection retractable eyeliners also do not irritate my inner rims, and so that's why I like them. But because I have so many colors in the NYX ones, I don't buy a lot of the Sephora ones. The price is inexpensive, especially when the Sephora collection stuff is like 30% off, which is usually during like the Friends and Family sale or the Rouge sale. No matter what tier you are doing the Rouge sale, Sephora collection stuff is usually 30% off across the board for everybody. And that is when I do recommend that you purchase some of those cream lip stains liquid lipsticks that I love so much. And as you can tell, we are doing our inner rims as well as the lower lash line. I'm taking this look, y'all. Why did it take me so long to get back to this palette? Because I didn't know what to do with it. But now y'all see I know what to do with it. This is going to be tricky. We still didn't do our upper transition shades. Oh my gosh, I'm having issues. I don't want to have to stop the video. We're going to take, this is going to be crazy. We're going to take, what was I going to take? This green and put on the lower lash line, but not with that brush. So with this brush, this is going to be funky, like for real, because this is going to be like a really wacky color combination. So this is going to go, we're going to put this across the entire lower lash line. This palette just calls for funkiness, punk rock, messy grunginess. I like that. Oh, I like that. I like that. My body is having issues right now. I really don't want to have to stop the video. But if I stop the video, I don't know if I'll make it back. I bring this out too far down on this side. But you know what? I am digging it. Now, this is where it's going to get funky. We're taking this brush because it'll place, no, it'll place and blow down at the same time. But we're going to take a smaller brush. We're going to take this one because this was Venus Envy. This green right here. So now we're going to go into this shade right here, which is the other metallic, and this one is Hive Mind. And we are going to press this closest to our lower lash line as we can get. And the reason we're just pressing and wiggling, I am sweating, is so that we don't have fallout. Now this is just Wicked Envy by itself. This is with Hive Mind on top of it. It's a subtle difference, but that looks really nice, I think. Y'all, I am like pleased with myself. Y'all saw me almost stick the brush in my eye, right? So we're just pressing and wiggling. I like the look the way it is, and so I really am questioning myself, like, do I still, that's grungy goodness right there. So I'm wondering if I still want to do the transition shades, and I think I do, because if we do, darn it, the transition shades, I'm thinking, oh man, we're going to take this shade right here, and that shade, which one did I point at? This shade right here. This one is Space Duster, and we're going to put this in this area here, just on that top line. Okay, we're going to stop right here. Y'all, we are all the way funky in a good way. I am digging this. I am digging this. We're going to leave that right there. We're going to go back to the brush that had Plutonian on it, and we're just going to just buff where the two meet, just on this outer corner part, because I'm not really liking how this came out on this side, but this side is nice, and I think because I brung this down further on that side. So we're going to take a brush with no shadow on it, and we're going to go in small circular motions on the top edge of Space Duster. I am liking this look, y'all. I am liking it. So for the other portion, I was going to say part, we're going to take this shade here, which is Area 52. And that is going to go here. I remember this really not being a shade for me, which would make it a good eraser shade. So if I mess up something, you know, just put this on top of it and it kind of just cleans it up. So it's like there, not there, but you can tell it's not my skin tone, excuse me, or the color of the primer. So what I'm going to do, not putting any more on here, I'm just going to lightly feather over here. And because we did that side, we're going to do this side. I am digging this look. So as of right now, the only shades we have not used was Pew Pew, this shade right here. So part of me, we're going to use it just so we can say we used every shade in this palette for this look. So we're going to take this and put this on the inner portion. You see the sweat? Sometimes I wonder, like with setting sprays, are they supposed to help me not sweat? So we're just going to put this right here just to say we use every shade in the palette, and I do like how this looks. Y'all, I am digging this look. I am digging this look. So did we really? So fourth quarter of the lid, second quarter of the lid, center lid. Then what did we do? First portion of the lid. No, we did something else. So we did the purple, the blue, this shade, and then this one. Yeah, so those four on the lid. Lower lash line, we did the green, and then we did this shade. Outer transition, inner lower lash line. So we've used all 9 of these shades, and I am really feeling this look. I'm just doing this to get the sweat off of this area right here. I don't know why. And I feel sweat on my face. I'm excited. Okay, eyeliner. Ooh. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Let me slow myself down. I'm putting my brushes away. You're going to hear a clank. Or not. We're going to do it because we're all the way funky. I haven't used this in a little while. Even though I am thinking... I don't think we've used this since we've used... excuse me, Fortune and Slate, which is the green and the deep blue from Melt Cosmetics. This is also from Melt Cosmetics. And so we're going to use this one because we haven't used it in a while. And I'm actually going to use the Melt eyeliner brush with it, which is this. I have 3 of these. And this is going to be it. And as far as the eyeliner. So let's get this one. This will play off of TV Dinner, that inner corner silver shade. This used to be the only brush I can get a super thin line with the gel liners from Melt, which is why I wanted to get more. But then lately I have been using the Esom T37, not the 37, the T03 one a lot because I had 5 and then they sent me 2. So I'm like, I really just need to use these brushes. This was all fine and well till it got to like right here. And I think it's in my lash follicle. Because this one spot right here just kind of peaks. I think this was a good choice for eyeliner because it does play off of the inner corner shade. So we're still just going to do just a tiny wing. Part of me, I didn't mean to do that. But you know what? It doesn't look bad. So we're just going to leave it. Part of me wants to just run a line like right under my brow. But the thing is, when I think to do graphic liner, like now I'm thinking to do it, but because I like the look, I don't want to mess up. Like if I put a silver line here, there's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that at all. And so that's why a lot of times I don't. And whenever I do a look, I am recording it. So I don't just like sit here and just play around at home because I feel like if I'm going to do a look, I'm just going to record it and it'll just be a video. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I might do? If I remember, after I take pictures, after this video is over, and do the short and the reel, then maybe I'll do it while I still have the look on. But I don't want to do it before I do the reel and the short in case it doesn't come out right. And then I'm sitting here pissed off because I'm happy with the look right now. I'm excited about the look right now. And so we're going to leave that like that. The wings are different as usual. The same as my brows. The same as my non-symmetrical facial features. Oh, that was a good choice. That was a really good choice. Thank you, ladies, for this collab. Because it is exciting using things I haven't used. What I have not used yet at all. Even though I have a label saying I opened it, but I don't remember using it. This is Diorshow mascara. And it's blue. The shade is... I can't read what the shade is. I cannot. but the number is 288. I have a label on here, so I'm thinking maybe I thought to open it and use it, and I never did, which is strange for me. And I purchased it because it was blue. Oh, I love that this is an actual brush and not like a plastic applicator or a plastic wand. I bought it because I was curious of if it was going to show up blue. The one from MAC, that one shows up blue, but you only see it if I have on a non-black eyeliner because it just kind of blends in. But like with this one, you can see the color maybe because it's in front of that silver eyeliner. This is a brush. This is nice. And the MAC ones, they feel plasticky, but not in a way that's bothersome. I don't like the ones that feel very plasticky. I do prefer a brush. But because this brush seems so soft, I'm like, am I getting it on my lashes? But I can feel I am. Because I feel it like on my waterline. And that's how I know I'm near where the lashes are. And even here, like I can feel it on my waterline. And then I just wiggle and turn the brush as I go to go up. Thank you so much for being here. I know this video was long. I know I'm in slow motion. And even like hearing my own voice, it's like, okay, are you here or are you somewhere else? Because there's times in my videos I get excited and I get really loud and I'm just like, okay, I just got loud. Oops. But this one, I know I'm very subdued. And so thank you for being here to watch me use products that I haven't used in a long time and a few that I have not used at all, such as this mascara. So we're gonna, shoot, my lipstick applicators are in the kitchen. So we're gonna wipe off a little bit of the Tillamook. And I picked out a lip combination that I don't ever do. This is Alien NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner, and it's black. We're gonna line our lips and fill them in. I very seldom use lip liners. I don't remember when I last used this. If anything, I would use this one, the black one, just to like clean up right here, because right here is where the line usually shows up crooked because my lips are naturally crooked. And so when I just follow my lip line, and this was a dark lipstick, it accentuates how crooked my lips are. And so sometimes I would use this just to straighten it right here, but I don't try too hard because my face isn't symmetrical. And so, you know, I just embrace it. Try to get my eyeshadow somewhat the same, but not going crazy with it. The same with eyeliner. So this is what we're doing. So we're filling in the lips. Is this wearing down too much? I'm having trouble lining or filling in my lips with this. But we're going to do something I seldom do. I used to do a lot before, and then somewhere along the line I just stopped. I think the more I got into the liquid lipsticks, the less I was using lip liners and filling in my lips with it and putting something on top. So this is taking me back a little bit. Not to say to my roots, but to something I used to do that I don't do anymore. So this is a product that I haven't used. I don't remember when I last used it. And what we're going to do is another product I haven't used in a long time. The Fenty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate. And we're going to just put this on top of that lip liner. And it is making it darker because this shows up as a sheer. It shows up like this, but just sheer. So this is making it look dark, and I actually like how this looks. And because it's over a lip liner, it's not feeling goopy like when I put it over a liquid lipstick. Y'all, I'm digging this look. I made it through the video. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Denise and Locke, for this collab and for the no buy. Thank you all for hanging in with me and being patient with me and understanding I'm not at my best, but I'm here and I'm digging the look. So that's amazing to me that I feel like crap and the look is bomb. And again, we used, excuse me, for the first time, well, second time ever in almost a year, Theresa is Lethal. We used every single shade in here. Like, this look is friggin' amazing. We haven't used OK Boomer in a long time. This is just a quick recap. Haven't used this lip liner in forever and filled in the lips with it. Haven't used this, I don't remember when we last used it, the Fenty Gloss Bomb and Hot Chocolate, for the first time that I remember using it. The Diorshow mascara in blue, the number says 288. I have used this because the tip was worn down, but I don't remember when. The Sephora Collection eyeliner, number 14, shimmer khaki green for inner rooms and lower lash line. Haven't used in a long time. The it's not Hourglass. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer and also the Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Haven't used in a while because we put it on the shelf due to it not matching me, but y'all saw it was fine today. Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup 4 and 2. And that we haven't used in a long time was Desert Orchid Blush from Pat McGrath and Desert Glow Bronzer from Pat McGrath. And, oh, I had put it away and I shouldn't have. The Lethal Cosmetics Mission Triple X highlighter palette, and we used the middle shade, which is 002, and it's messy. You see this, and now you don't, but you see it here and also down here. So that one is very messy. I do have a cloth here I'm wiping my hands on. So this was, I was going to say it was fun, but I don't feel well, so it wasn't fun. But I am excited that, is that everything we used that I hadn't used in a long time? Yes. I am really excited how the look came out. I am digging it. Now I'm gonna have to remember so I can write all this down for my eyeshadow lookbook. Let me know what you think of the look. Please do check out Denise and Locke's channel. Again, I will tag them below. If you click on that, it'll take you straight to their YouTube channel, and they both are also on Instagram. I believe in their description boxes they have their Instagram link, if I remember, because right now I don't even know if this is real or a dream because I'm just, if I remember though, I will put their Instagrams below as well. But do check them out, and thank you ladies for this collab. Thank you for this no buy. We are halfway done, y'all. September is a few days away, and then we'll just have 31 more days and we'll be done. That sounds like a lot, but just 1 month instead of 2. And yeah, I think we're all doing really well as far as temptations and things, and so I'm excited that the no buy is kind of pretty easy right now, and Lethal is having a sale right now, so I was just like, okay, let me delete that email really quick. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Let me know what you think about this look. This is that messy grunge punk. I love it. If you have this palette, let me know what you think about it. Have you used it? Did you not know what to do with it? Does this inspire you to use it if you have it? Or just similar tones and just make up something? Like we just sat here and made this up. And so, yeah, we're really going to go, as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.